This is me. This is exactly what I look like, and as you can see, if I flex because I've eaten something right now, you can see my abs, and this is really what I look like all year around, like absolutely 365 days a year. And my body fat percentage might vary from, you can say that 12% to 14%, anything between that, right? Like I'm during days that I'm bulking, like I'm aggressively clean bulking. Still during those days, I tend to not put on, too much fat, right? And in this video, I'm going to explain how to do that, like without without counting calories. I know, like nobody wants to basically, count calories. This gram of rice, this much gram of chicken, this much gram of, this and that, this much gram of protein, all of that shit. Like we don't have time for that. Just a disclaimer, I did it, right? It's not that I never, did it. Of course, I did it, but when I was, kind of maybe at a beginner stage to an intermediate stage, that's when I was, counting my calories. That's when I was eating 500 grams of chicken, like, actually thinking about it. This is the amount of protein that I'm getting. This is the amount of, carbs that I'm getting. This much amount of rice is the perfect amount of rice that I should eat. I was thinking about all of these things. But if you're watching this video and you are from an intermediate level lifter to an advanced level lifter, you already know your shit, right? Like you already know how to build muscle. Going to the gym isn't really a thing for you. Like you just, like the last video I made is like, you just do it. Absolutely no problem with that, and you have also like no problem in eating food, right? But still you kind of like are busy because you have also like other things to do. You have like other things to do to take care in a daily life. So this video is for you. Like I don't count calories at all. Like I don't even know the kind of calories that I am putting in my body, like the amount of calories that I'm putting in my body. But sure, kind of works for me, Like I'm lean like 12 to 14% all year around. Never have gone above like 14% or maybe even 30%. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it, right? And this video is just off the cuff. I just thought about making it, so I don't have a script. So I would share my screen. I would absolutely note down the points alongside with you guys so you can see, so that I don't forget what I'm saying. So the first point is really to eat clean, obviously, right? Eat clean on a daily basis. And the reason you should do it, I didn't tell you, is first of all, your body doesn't need all of those excess junk calories from the fast food. Second is that all of the fast food that you eat are made with seed oils, are made with vegetable oils, which carries an egregious amount of saturated fat, right? It carries an egregious amount of saturated fat. You really don't need saturated fat, right? So obviously the first point is, number one is avoid fast food. What a noble point. You haven't really heard about it, right? I know. It's really the simple things that makes the changes. Coffee break. So yeah, avoid fast food. That's really the first point. I don't need to explain much more. You already know what the fuck I'm talking about. Second is that, okay, like I said, this channel is kind of dedicated to guys trying to get jacked as strong as possible, trying to get strong as fast as possible. Which, by the way, just a shameless plug. If you check the top link in the description, it's kind of like the link to my school program where I give advice like this to you one-on-one. It's kind of like the fraction of the price that that fitness gurus are charging these days on the internet. Is like a fraction of the price, where you get to ask me question one-on-one. There's no limit, right? I host weekly coaching calls where you get to ask me any questions you want. And the kind of boat that you are in right now, I would exactly tell you what to do, right? Eat this, eat that, this training program, this gym time, go to bed at this time. I would tell you exactly. I would design your lifestyle for you, right? So if you want that, make sure to check the top link in the descriptions. If you see, if you like what you see in that video that I have for you, as soon as you click on the video, click on the link, you'll see a video. If you like what you see, you can join it. Yeah, excited to see you, excited to help you. So yeah, the second point is basically, um, like I said, so I'm getting back to the original point. This channel is not really for me trying to help aspiring bodybuilder to help him compete on stage, right? This channel is not for you. If you're into bodybuilding, if you're into dieting, if you're into taking gear, all that shit, this is not for you. I'm not gonna help you to basically help to get on stage and win your bodybuilding competition. This channel is for guys who wanna build muscle and get jacked, strong, all that stuff, right? So it is kind of realistic to think that you would enjoy with your friends, right? And I do. Like recently, I went to like beach. I went to beach with my friends, right? And during that time, I had fun. I had fun. Like let's be honest. I ate a lot of junk food, right? Not a lot of them. I mean, let me rephrase it. I mean, I will explain as we move forward in this video. I ate junk food, right? I ate snacks, right? I really, like, rarely ate something healthy, right? Although the food was really shit at the end of the trip. But every single time I, go to the trip with my friends, or every now and then, by every now and then, I mean, like, really rarely, like, seldom, absolutely seldom, right? So every now and then when I go with my friends, I know for a fact that I can't be the mood spoiler by saying, okay, I'm going to bring my tiffin box where I have my chicken and rice. No, I mean, I'm trying to live my life, dude. Like, it's not like I'm trying to restrict the amount of fun that I have with the food that I have this one time in a long time, right? Which, by the way, like, if you have a two-digit IQ, you already um, seeing what I'm trying to preach over here. If you're a 4-year-old, please don't watch this video because you will try to interpret like like wrong things from this video, like misinterpret things what I'm saying in this video. You're just like, oh, he's telling me to like he's telling there's no problem with me eating junk food. That's not the case. That's not what I'm saying. That's not like that's exactly not what that's not the case. Like that's exactly not what I'm telling you, right? That's I'm telling you the exact opposite. I'm telling you that it's fine to go out with your friends, like after a really long time and to enjoy the fuck out of it. Eat whatever food that you like, want to eat. Eat however junk food, how much junk food you want to eat. Like no problem with that. Once, like, uh, provided that you're going out with your friends after a really long time, like a vacation or like get together, whatever that is, right? And so the original point that I was saying is that once you eat it, right, the next day that I do is either a complete 24-hour fast, right? Or, I mean, I'm telling you how I reached, like to this conclusion. So what I do right now is that I basically, you know, don't eat anything from the morning. Then I have my breakfast. You can call it breakfast. If you can, I'm calling it breakfast. It's really lunch at 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. And then after that, I eat maybe electrolytes or like a Red Bull before going to the gym. And then after coming back from the gym, I have my dinner. That's exactly the kind of lifestyle that I follow right now. But there was a time where I was eating like 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? But then again, during those times, I was going out with my friends and I was having fun, and I was eating junk food a lot, right? And I mean that was rare, right? Like I said, like a disclaimer, that was rare, obviously. So let me write it down. Let me first explain the point. So yeah, I was eating junk food, but then I realized that in order for me to compensate the amount of calories that I have intake the previous day, I should really do some kind of intermittent fasting, skipping breakfast, the next day, and then maybe eat my lunch and dinner, the consecutive time, right? So coffee break. So I started doing it every single time. I started going out with my friends on vacation, all that stuff. But then I realized, why not do it every single day for the rest of my life, right? Like right now, okay. Oh yeah, by the way, perfect time to make the video. Perfect. As you can see, fucking black coffee. Yeah, it's not black water. I'm not that rich. It's black coffee. Why? Because I recently had my birthday, and that entire week I had vacations. I had friends and families come to my home. That entire week was kind of like me eating junk food every now like here and there. So I had to detox my body in some way, right? So for that reason, I'm doing a 24-hour fast today, right? So perfect time to make the video. Yeah, like when you so the point that I'm trying to make over here is that let me just write it down. So yeah, let me just show it to you. So when you're eating junk food, make sure to either fast, or do intermediate fasting the next day, right? And it'll really help you to compensate the intake of calories that you have done the previous day to compensate for it and make you deficient in calories today, right? That I mean, exactly doing that today. Then like I said, perfect time to make the video. Also, make sure, make it fucking liar, bro. Make sure that also make sure that you don't go overboard with junk food that day, right? And what I mean by that is if you're eating junk food, bro, please don't make your life's decision to have a week's worth of calories in that day. Why? Because Eddie said you to do it because you're enjoying with your friends. No, that's not what I'm saying. Please don't like ingest a week's worth of calories in that single day because I said it. So it's okay to have fun with your friends every now and then. No, obviously you're eating junk food, so have like be mindful of it, right? Because at the end of the day, enjoying one day, like for the sake of enjoying one day and suffering for the entire week because you have digestion problem for an entire day because like you ingested so much that like junk food into your body, that's not worth it, right? So yeah, don't do it. Now let's come down to the juicy part, right? Coffee break. The real way to basically not count calories like a nerd and stay lean whilst also building muscle is this. Now I know the statistics, right? Most of you watching this video, chances are you weigh somewhere around 50 kgs if you are fucked with the genetics, if you are absolutely like skinny, 50 kgs anywhere between that to I'm talking about the skinny guys, right? So 50 kgs to 60 kgs, something like that, right? Now I'm gonna say there is good in all of the bad, right? Yin and yang, right? There is good in all of the bad. The good thing is that you are blessed with your ectomorph genetics. So no matter how much you eat, you're gonna basically stay lean forever, right? And I'm at that I come from that genetics. Now for you guys who are kind of fat, you weigh around from maybe 75 kgs to 90 kgs and above that. My advice for you guys to basically be aggressive cut. Of course you're gonna lose some muscle, but after that do a proper clean bulk. Then once you reach, like I said, an intermediate or like an advanced level lifter mindset that you know what you're doing but you don't want to count calories from now and then coming back watch this video. So this is the advice. Like I said, know your body weight, right? And I'm going to not guess, I'm going to state a fact. The fact is, I know for a fact that you would need anywhere between 100 grams to 200 grams of protein, right? Okay, let's keep that like aside. I know for a fact that you would need healthy fats from peanut butter, from eggs, from butter, from ghee, from milk products. Okay, let's keep that aside. Now, I also know for a fact that you if you have a decent amount of fat on your body, or like a little bit of fat on your body, you would want to cut it down, right? Let's keep that aside. Now, I also know that you wouldn't really need too much carbohydrates for your body to perform, right? A little bit of carbohydrates is enough to basically convert it to glycogen and store it into your body, right? So, well, like what did I say? Fucking about this minute. What did I say? Need 100 to 200 grams of protein, right? Okay, good. You need good fats from eggs, milk. So when I'll say milk, I'll say any dairy product. If you're not like a fucking pussy, you are afraid or like maybe intolerant of the like dairy or like lactose intolerant. Okay, milk, peanut butter, it's really good. All of these things. You read okay. You really don't, need that much amount of carbs, right? Sorry, carbs, right? What was the last thing that I said? Yeah. If you have some kind of body fat, some kind of body fat, you'd please like ignore the typo. You would wanna shred it. Okay. Third point, I just like listed all of the like the sub points that just came into my mind. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it, and it's gonna sound like ridiculously simple to a certain extent. You would kind of leave the video. You said, "Oh, I already knew it." You ready? The way that you take care all of this is by doing exactly what I was preaching this entire time: is do intermediate fasting. Wake up, brush your teeth, go straight to whatever important work that you have. Maybe go to the gym in the first place if you're someone who likes going to the gym fasted. No problem with that, but it's not for me. So I wake up, brush my teeth, go straight away to either scripting videos or making videos or any kind of other work that I would have. Black coffee all the way. Have lunch. Maybe take a power nap. I'm sorry, I'm guilty of it. Maybe take a power nap or a coffee break. Power naps, and then wake up, electrolytes, Red Bull, maybe the coffee, go to the gym, come back, wait up, 1 hour or like 30 minutes, have dinner, and that's it. That's it. That's how you do it. Now, let me try to make sense about all of these points that I just made. You need to complete your 100 grams to 200 grams of protein within your lunch and dinner, right? So my advice, just eat 8 to 10 eggs, 500 grams of chicken, peanut butter, like during those times. What I do, I just eat pancakes in my lunch every single day for the last, I don't know, like however long I've been following it. And the way I make it is so tasty, I don't even have to change it, right? I change it every, I don't know, when I'm not feeling to eat like pancakes, I change it with poached eggs and 250 grams of chicken, right? So yeah, complete your protein intake within those 2 meals, right? You need to eat like I said, good fats, because this is where your energy will come from. I know it's kind of like really counterintuitive, right? Okay, I'm not counting calories, but I'm also ingesting fats into my body. Of course, you need to ingest fats into your body, like good fats into your body, because that's where the energy will come from. Good cholesterol into your body, because that's where your high testosterone will come from. Okay. Third point is that you really don't need that much amount of carbs, because when you eat carbs, like carbs will give you brain fog, your cognitive function will go down, and it'll also make you really lethargic, right? Now let's come down to how you do this, right? If you have some kind of body fat, you want to shred it. The way you do that is just do intermediate fasting. Remember, all of those time when you're not eating food, when you're intentionally starving your body. Obviously, your body needs foods, right? So what you do is you go into survival mode. Now what you do is like it'll try to survive based on the already stored fats that you have in your body, right? So yeah, like win-win situation for you. You're not eating food. You have super sharp brain right now, so you can work whatever you want to work on. Also, all like during those times when you're not eating food, the way you're getting energy is your body is burning down the stored fats that you have, and that's the way you're getting energy, right? So yeah, this is exactly what I need to tell you. Like this is exactly how I absolutely don't count calories. All I eat is like 8 to 10 eggs, 500 grams of chicken. When I eat pancakes, I make sure to like slather it with a little bit of peanut butter, right? I drink milk. If I'm taking whey protein, I'm taking it with milk, right? And if I'm frying my pancake, I do it with uh, ghee or butter, right? So that's how I'm taking my good fats. That's how I'm taking milk. That's how I'm taking protein from eggs, like good fats from egg yolks, all of that thing. And I'm also doing intermediate fasting. And yeah, keep in mind all of the points, like these 3 points, um, you know, and try to inculcate in your daily life. And I think you will come to a point where you don't need to absolutely think about the kind of calories or the amount of calories that you're ingesting into your body, and you would be just fine, right? Absolutely just fine. And yeah, that's all I need to say. Make sure to keep all of these things in mind, and make sure to check the top link in the descriptions. Advice like this is what I give it to you based on your problem, right? Like this is a generalized advice that I give, right? Because it's kind of the questions that I have been I've been getting really recently. Like, how'd you count calories? And I'm going to say you don't need to really do it. So yeah, make sure to check the top link in the descriptions. There will be a video of me trying to pitch you to join the community. If you like what you see, join the community. Excited to see you. Excited to help you. Yeah, peace.